just not significant to them.
We're their job. We've got to be a bit significant.
But they only read the introduction. And if they think that's all right, maybe they read a bit more, but I bet they never read the whole thing. It's too interested in themselves. When's it due?
About a month.
There's loads of time.
For you, maybe.
What? It's only what? 10,000 words?
Yeah.
I wrote mine in 2 weeks.
I know, but you didn't care about yours.
I did. Okay, maybe not, but like I say, they never read them.
What about if I want to do well in mine? Have something to say and I want to stand out? What's the point of doing it at all if you do it half-heartedly?
Because they won't read it.
You're relentless. Did you go to that interview?
What interview?
The one your dad got you. His friend works in a magazine or something.
Ah, that one. No. No, I didn't like the guy. He's up himself.
That's not the point. You need the money.
No, I don't.
You've been out of uni for 2 years and you still don't have a job.
I don't need one though, do I?
That's not the point.
I've got my parents. They get me by.
Can you drive me then?
What, do we have to go now?
Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute. I want something sweet. I hate driving in this city.
Why is that?
Because you get to see how bad everything looks. Everything's grey. Everyone looks grey. And it's all sped up because you're driving.
I like it. You get to see more people, like more than if you were walking. And they're all going somewhere different, thinking something different.
It's all insignificant.
Stop being cynical, it's boring. What are you doing?
I'm coming with you.
Well, I'm not going to be long. I'm just taking a few pictures, so I don't need any help.
No, are you sure? Look, these estates can be pretty dangerous if you ask me. But lowlifes live here.
What's so interesting? Nothing worth taking pictures of around here.
It's my degree.
Fancy. Looks like a fun degree hanging around shitholes. What's it about, the degree?
Well, I'm writing about social housing, you know, estates.
Why?
It's interesting. You get to see how other people live, and it's, you know.
You mean people like me?
Yeah, but they're interesting. You know, futuristic. High-rises and estates have always been associated with trying to create some sort of utopia.
Some utopia. Listen, I stay all the way at the top. You can see quite far. I reckon it'd be good for your thing, you know? Your degree. You can look inside the flat as well. See how a guy who lives in a utopia lives.
Well, someone's waiting for me.
It's up to you. It won't take very long.
Okay, as long as it's quick.
Yeah, sure. I wonder how someone could be so interested in such a shithole. Before we see anyone, I just need to let you know that most of the people who are around here are a little bit crazy.
Crazy how?
There's this guy who stays on my floor. He lives in the first flat you see when you get out of the elevator. I don't really know how old he is. I don't really know much about him either. He stayed here forever. Most of the time, if not every other night, we hear loud noises from his flat, sometimes banging on the door, sometimes a loud hum, and he always has packages delivered to him with handwritten addresses. It's just so strange.
You're right. That's impressive. I don't know if being so high up makes me feel big or small.
It makes me feel separated. Whenever I'm bored, I look outside this window, I think I'm flying. Look, try it. Keep your eyes fixed on the horizon. Imagine like your body is empty. Let your muscles go limp. Think about the people that are below you. Think about how close you are to the sky. You feel like you're way close to nothing.
When you were telling me earlier about the strange man that lives next to the elevator, you were saying we?
What do you mean?
Well, you kept saying we as if someone else lived here. Does somebody else live here?
Oh, was there? Yeah, someone used to live here.
Who?
Someone I used to look after.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, I have to say something. I don't really stay here. This isn't my flat.
Are you squatting?
A squatter? No, nothing like that. I used to be a carer, looking after old people, cooking for them, putting them to bed. It started as a part-time job, really. I had another job on the side. But over time, surprisingly, it started paying so well. Then I used to come here just to hang with this lady, Jean.
Did she die?
Yeah, she did. That's her last meal right there.
What did she look like?
The picture right there.
Did you hear something?
Like what?
It's like a humming.
So you can hear it as well.
What do you mean?
Jean could hear it, but I can't. Is it just that one spot?
Yeah. It's nice. Who's that?
Boyfriend?
Not married?
No, not really. She never really believed in marriage. She met this guy, Scott. They've been together for about 20 years. She met him in Southeast Asia.
No children then?
No, no one at all. That's why I was called in to take care of her. When we first met, she gave me a formal interview, told me how she never wanted to be taken to an elderly home. She really loved this flat.
How did she die?
She just faded away.
I've got to go. Don't worry, I'll show myself out.
You sure? Well, good luck with the degree.